Hello, wrestling fans, and welcome to Wrestling Gab. It looks like we're going to start it out with Triple H in the ring. It is the season premiere of Smackdown.
Hey, everybody.
That's Talitha, and I am Travis.
Yes, and just read that top portion of what's on the screen, just so you know. And
Enjoy. Or I don't know what any of that means. I don't know where the remote is. All right.
Do I need to move forward? Or...
I'm good. I just put you where you're at because of this thing, and I didn't know if it'd get in your way. It's fine to do whatever you want. I just need to know. Like, you just need to do it. I just don't want you to hurt your ankles. More or less.
I guess everything's that way now?
Yeah, because of this. For now, because I need to cut some of it off. But anyways, we're live. But I've got to do some stuff, and you're not talking.
Oh, sorry. Triple H is out there. Everything is finished.
I gotta remember how to do this.
Hey, so we got Walter in the chat, Sophie, and Bryce Pitts. Hey guys, how's it going? How's your Friday going? You guys ready for a weekend? Any of you have a long weekend? In some places, you might have Monday off. So, you might have a long weekend, if not. Triple H telling us about stuff.
Looks like they're starting it out with the big dog.
Roman Reigns coming out and all that good things. Let's see. Sophie says, hi everyone. Walter says, hey Travis. And Daphne Smackdown. So how you guys like the new announced teams that the WWE announced yesterday, and also Rip Sarah Lee.
I don't know who that is. Is that a bread?
Yes, it's bread. Other than that, I have no idea. Some of the announced teams are nothing. I mean, they have somebody stepping in for Pat McAfee while he's doing other things. It sounds like it's going to be Wade Barrett.
Why can I hear it?
On SmackDown.
Oh, there is a scan thing.
Bryce says, hello, D and Travis, happy Friday. Smash like on the button. Let's get the show SmackDown started. Yes. Robert Warney in the chat. Hey, Robert says, hey, y'all. And Sophie's like, there's the QR code. Oh, was there a QR code at the beginning?
Was it taking pictures?
I didn't catch it. Sophie says, Sarah Lee was the winner of Tough Enough in 2015. Wow, so young, huh? Jacob Robertson in our chat. Hey, Jacob says, hello. Hi.
Hello.
Robert says, I was off today, so I'm enjoying my day off. I go back tomorrow. Oh, that's kind of a bummer.
You don't even get the weekend off?
What are your weekends? Jacob says, The Rock will be the new undisputed champion. WrestleMania 39. Awesome
coming up.
predictions for WrestleMania there. So he says, it is interesting they put Booker T on the NXT announced team.
Is that who's on there? I haven't seen
Well,
anything.
if they're bringing up Wade Barrett for Friday Night SmackDown's announced team,
I've got some bad news.
they would have to put, they would have to put somebody there. So, yeah, I guess it would be a Booker T on there. I don't watch it, so I don't know. So, anyways, Sarah Lee was married to Wesley Blake, and she is 30, or was 30, I guess. Anybody?
Is Wesley Blake 30?
Okay, so Wesley Blake. So Sarah was married to Wesley Blake. My girlfriend got the dog when I was on the road. And she was 30. James Howell in the chat is also giving us that information, only he calls her Sarah Morgan. Still don't know who she was. Was she ever part of WWE itself? Did she ever wrestle like NXT or WWE, any of that stuff, instead of just being the tough enough person? Did she ever do anything else like within the company besides that? That's all I want to know, because otherwise I don't know who she is. Vindicator says, hello people, I somehow found my way in here through a source that rhymes with Savi. I hope this chat is as good as I was promised, but no pressure. I don't know, Vindicator. I don't make the chat. You guys make the chat. So I guess we'll see if it's any good or not. James Howell says Riot Squad.
Old Riot Squad.
So she was a part of Riot Squad?
Are you talking about Eric's Ibar's or whatever, Eric's wife?
Yeah, that's a completely different person. As Bryce says, Sarah Logan, no, she ain't dead, right? Like, she's not.
That scared me for a second.
I know, right? I was like, wait a minute, what? So
she just
Sarah
had a baby.
Logan was who was part of Riot Squad along with Liv and Ruby Riot. Those three were part of it, and I think Paige was like their, no?
She was
there
there.
was a fourth person that was kind of involved with them when they first came up. Why did I think there was
No,
because
Paige was with Mandy and Sonia.
Oh,
and that was another
that was a
three-woman
different
group.
one. Okay. Gosh, I thought they had a
Scared
fourth
me.
person there. I was like, I don't know.
I mean,
Yeah.
Paige might have been their manager for a second because they were trying to find something for Paige to do
Right.
before they finally just.
Sophie says whenever Pat comes back from college football, it will be interesting to see how he fits in with Wade and Michael Cole. So all Wade is doing is filling in. Pat McAfee is still your main commentator for it. He is just off doing something else. So that's all they're doing is filling in.
Okay,
for
we're going to
people.
find out where they're at.
And they can't always have Corey Graves filling in for him. They probably are going to switch out a few people, which probably makes it a little
Where
bit
was
nicer
it?
on
Western Mass? Western Mass. Where's that at?
Western Mass or Western Massachusetts.
Yeah, I don't know. That's what I said. Acknowledge me. I don't know where.
Sammy's all dancing like a wacko in the background. James Hall's like my back. No, James, you're fine. You're fine, hun. Morgan, Logan. Sounds kind of the same, but not quite.
And anyways, yeah, Logan is going to come out. Logan Paul.
There he is.
Going to confront him.
He's ready to throw some bottles at people. Look, Sammy's all excited. He's like, that's my buddy. I love him. Sophie says Sarah Lee appeared on a Raw, but I think she mostly worked with NXT.
Probably.
What years did she work with him? If she won her thing in 15, was she just on there for a couple seasons, or was she on there for like a few years? Sophie says Santos Escobar group is rumored to get called up tonight, but without the female star. Makes sense. Why would they bring her up when they
She's
have,
very curvy. She
when they
should be
have-
up.
when they have meth person? Why would you have a better one? That's ridiculous. Martha of Chicago is like, where? I don't know. Supposedly in Western Mass, wherever that is.
I don't know my geography.
Oh, is it Western Massachusetts?
Don't know. Just what Roman said. That's all I'm going by.
Walter's like, okay, Bloodline in the ring. Logan Paul will talk. Yes, they're all going to talk. Walter, be prepared. Bryce says, I think I know who you were talking about. You were talking about Billy Kay, who is with Peyton Royce and the Iconics. Did she come up with them? Like, was she in their group or something?
No.
I swear I thought that there were 4 in the Riot Squad when they first came up, and then they were just there wasn't, like, she wasn't really part of the Riot Squad, but there was, like, 4 of them.
Right.
I don't know why. Why do I think that?
They debuted on Raw, and it wasn't the Riot Squad. I'll tell you what happened. So Paige, Mandy, and Sonia showed up. They were called something. I can't remember what they were called. But anyways, they showed up on Raw, and they ran roughshod, and people were excited. It was the new female Shield.
Okay.
Not shitting you. The next night, they brought up the Riot Squad. It was like the B list. It was like, what the fuck? They did the same
B-list
thing.
of each of their group.
Exactly. It was like...
Sorry, that's mean.
It's like, what is this garbage?
Look, it's Mandy and Liv Morgan. Look, it's...
Yeah. It's Sonia and Ruby Riot. You know, it was like... And then Paige and Sarah Logan. It was just like... It was like a dime store version of
Who are these people?
Macy's or whatever.
Scarsdale says, as Massachusetts, you bear.
Yeah, bear.
Yeah? Is it Massachusetts and is that where they're at? That's good. Bryce says, but Billy Kay wasn't officially with the Riot Squad because splitting the Iconics was still a bad idea. Always a bad idea.
Still is a bad idea. Now they're
just retired.
Now they're out getting pregnant. And
Well, Peyton is. I don't know about Billy. James says, Sarah Lee. Sophie says she was on for 1 year. It was one of many Tough Enough reboots. Walter says Triple H started the show. He did. Hassan Terrell is in the chat here. Hassan says, hi there.
Hassan.
Hello. Sophie says, Zelina is rumored to be part of that Santos group.
oh, that's pretty cool.
Why would they do that? That doesn't make any... That's stupid. Daz Reynolds in the chat. Hey, Daz says, hi, do you think Seth could win Rumble and beat Roman? I really don't.
Nobody's beating Roman. He's going to be champion until we all die.
Walter says Wade Barrett from NXT on commentary. So he says Jimmy Smith and Nigel both got released this week. I don't know who those are. Walter says Logan Paul is outnumbered.
A little bit, but he don't care. He's still in the ring with him.
His team, Cindy Lauper?
Yeah. Did you get the sign up?
What?
The sign?
Yes.
Okay.
So he says it sounded like Jimmy Smith knew for a while that he was going to get released. I don't know who that is. Walter says, okay, at 9:20 p.m. I'm going to be here Saturday for Extreme Rules. Still in chat. Says Jimmy Smith was a guy that has been calling Raw for over a year, replacing Adnan Virk.
Edman.
Oh, that guy.
Yeah, Jimmy Smith.
A commentator, that guy. Okay. So he was released.
So he's gone, huh? Who's going to be in the middle? They got to have somebody that's neutral in the middle. And that's okay that he's gone. It'd be cool if they brought back Mario Ranello or whatever, but
right.
But he can't work with other people. He's terrible with other people.
Yeah,
he needs
has
to be by himself.
Absolutely no social skills and no people skills whatsoever. Who's Nigel, Sophie? Like you said Nigel as well. I don't know who that is either.
Nigel, that sounds familiar.
Daz Reynolds says any news on when Randy and Cody could be back?
I bet you Cody's better. So I think they're probably just waiting until, because it's already been 4 months. How long does it take to heal?
Well, remember he said that he should have only been 4 months, but because of his, because of the
wrestling.
No, it was the sledgehammer, he said.
Right.
Because of the
Storyline
sledgehammer,
stuff.
It's going to be more like 6 to 8 months.
68 months.
68 months.
But anyways, that's still, he's going to be back by the Royal Rumble. And Triple H knows what he's doing with this, so it'll be exciting when he comes back. Why would Ben Shapiro be fighting anybody?
He would be able to make him look like an
Andrew
ass,
Tate.
though, which is hilarious. Are they talking about the Ben Shapiro that does
Yes, they're talking about YouTubers. And now we've got another YouTuber.
Oh, Lord.
Why didn't they talk about PewDiePie and what, T-Series or something?
Won't they talk about...
Jake Paul's smucky brother. That's his YouTube show that he has, the Impulsive. It's not YouTube, it's the other thing. Podcast.
Oh. I don't know. This is dumb. So he says they're doing 2-man announced teams moving forward. Oh, they're not going to have 3 on Raw anymore, huh? So it says Michael Cole and Corey Graves are going to be calling the pay-per-views moving forward. Oh, but
that's great, because Corey Graves is the best one out of the bunch. I like McAfee, but Corey's still better. It's just McAfee brings more excitement sometimes, but Corey's better. What they need to do is bring Bradshaw in, but I doubt they'll do that with Stephanie in charge.
Yeah.
And so it's just going to be Corey Graves and fucking Byron Saxton on Mondays? That'll be terrible. Byron Saxton is terrible.
They should get rid of him, too, while they're at it. Bryce says, oh, snap, Paul Heyman's talking crap about Ben Shapiro. Walter says, come on, hurry up, I want matches. Sophie says, Kathy Kelly, the one that left the WWE in 20, will be part of the Raw backstage interview starting Monday, along with Byron Saxton.
Okay, who's going to be on the mic? Who's going to be calling matches?
Yeah.
I feel like that's important.
Is this off of the WWE's website and stuff, or is this just hearsay from someone else? Ravi says, you're all right. You all right, my mate? What's going on? Daz says, big up Ravi. Bryce says, where is Matthew? I know he was going to New York, but is he coming back? Okay, Bryce, he did go to New York and he did get back home a while ago. We just haven't seen him in here. He kind of goes through phases where we'll see him for quite a while and then he'll kind of take a hiatus away from stuff. And so
he wants to fight him. No, he's like, you mean the tribal chief Roman Reigns or you mean the tribal chief Jey Uso? Uso isn't the tribal chief.
Daz is okay. And Ila says, you get your salmon, haha, fish. Yeah, it's in the fridge all gross like. I need to put it in an extra.
I'm seeing double.
Daz says Robbie.
You know, if anybody steps up, you know who it's going to be. Sami Zayn. He does all their low-level dirt work.
Right. Daz wants to know if Jamie is live tomorrow or Sunday doing anything. Do you know?
Jamie Hayter?
No. Their guy, their friend that does stuff like this too. Robbie says, yeah, Saturday, have a look. Bryce says, okay, D, got it. Thank you. You're welcome.
Why is Roman looking at Jay?
Maybe he mad. Maybe he real mad. He's like, dude, I am sick of
Jay's all by himself.
attitude.
He's on an island. Oh, here comes Sammy's going to come save Jay.
Walter's like, hey, Ayla. And Ayla's like, did you get your paint? I did. It's beautiful. Thank you so much. I'm going to go to like Hobby Lobby and get one of those little dust easel things to set it on. So I can set it on my desk at work. Just a spot for it. Robbie says, for freshness. No, because I don't want that shit to leak in my fridge. Gross. He won't cook it for like 2 days. It's fresh, so you've got to cook it within 2 days.
Oh my God, I'm doing a show.
I don't care.
Oh,
Tell me
glad.
about your fish.
Awesome.
There's nothing happening.
Yeah, I'm trying to listen to it. There is something happening. I don't know why Roman's mad at Jay.
I don't even know why we're having this conversation on fucking wrestling. They should be doing this in the back in counseling. Hila says, hi, Walter. And Robbie says, SD is moving slow.
It's just moving slow because it's a go-home show, guys. This is fine. This is building storyline.
Here's message retracted. And Daz says, has Rampage been on or on after this? Daz, Rampage will
Starts
actually
in an hour.
start in about 40 minutes. It's on an hour early tonight because they have the Battle of the Belts after.
You're the biggest two of them all.
So you know. Sophie says, my aunt finally came home. Her home wasn't that bad as she thought. She only lost the living room and one of her
Lamps, maybe?
Lanyas? I don't know what that is.
It's a llama.
No, that's not a llama. Lanais. Robbie's like, Ayla, you fresh from work? Bryce says, boo, Logan Paul, boo. Vindicator says, Sammy still looks out of place. His shirt clearly indicates he is not one of the ones. He's an honorary one. That's fine.
I think he's the only one that put his hand... Oh, no. Jimmy and...
Ayla says, or freeze
Sikoa.
the salmon, but yes, I'd say cook it within the next 2 days.
I'll cook it.
Exactly. Bryce says Roman Reigns is definitely going to destroy him. Robbie says, go home shows are bad.
They can be.
Ayla's like, yeah, Robbie, I'm currently sitting in the car because I'm locked out. You're locked out of the house? Are the kids with you? What the fuck?
I think Jordan had them because I heard baby crying.
Sophie says, but if Rampage is on at 9, why do I see advertisements for it at 10?
It could be. You just check your local listings.
The fuck I know, Sophie. I don't live there. Daz says, what's the matches in Battle of the Belts, please? Shit.
Battle of the Belts. I don't know. You know what? I have no idea what the Battle of the Belts card is.
Let's see if we can find out what kind of garbage they're doing.
Jade Cargill probably will be fighting. I'm trying to think if there was any. Does Jericho still have that weird Ring of Honor belt? Probably. I didn't see it the other day when he wrestled.
Yes, I think they both have the Ring of Honor prop still.
FTR going up against that one tag team.
Battle of the Belts 4.
I bet you FTR's wrestling that tag team that was there on Wednesday from Ring of Honor.
Right? The what? Who?
I don't know. If I knew their names, I would have just said their names.
Oh, I thought
They're
you said
Ring of Honor
it.
tag team.
Oh, yeah. Is that what's their faces? Is that the FTR?
Well, FTR is the FTR.
Oh, I thought they were the
I figured they might be
ROH
wrestling tonight. They are Ring of Honor.
champions.
I don't know if they're Ring of Honor champions. I know they have a shit ton of belts. I don't know what they have. But I thought they came out and rescued somebody on Wednesday, and I would have just assumed they're wrestling tonight. Does that not have a list of matches?
They're talking about goddamn fucking Rampage, which I don't give a good goddamn crap about.
You don't give a crack about them?
I don't give a crack about those. I guess they don't have them. They're just talking about, they just show the Rampage stuff.
Is that on their actual site?
No.
Bryce doesn't like Logan Paul.
I don't like him, whoever he is.
Logan Paul?
Who doesn't? Oh, Bryce?
Bryce doesn't. He said boo.
I don't blame you. He's kind of a wacko. All right, let's see if this one says they have an updated card for it, but this was like 2 days ago.
Well, 2 days would have been Wednesday.
So they have the AEW All-Atlantic Championship match, Pac versus Trent Beretta.
Old Trent, okay.
AEW TBS Championship match, Jade Cargill versus Willow Nightingale.
Right.
ROH World Tag Team Championship match, FTR versus Gates of Agony.
That's the team.
And that
GA.
looks like it.
Yeah, just the 3 matches.
That's all.
That makes
Because
sense.
they only have an hour. Right?
Yep.
So there you go. Those are it. Good luck.
Gates of Agony.
Good luck. Good luck.
Good luck.
Let's see. Ayla's like, I think it's a porch. Walter says Ricochet for the win. James Howell says Riddle for the win tomorrow. Sophie says, I don't know how Triple H shows the announced teams, but they all seem odd. Ayla says, George took the kids to the storage shed to try and clean it out. I forgot my keys because I'm driving George's dad's car.
Intercontinental Championship rematch happening tonight. But right now we got Sikoa in the ring. Solo Sikoa. And then Ricochet coming down.
What is he trying to clean it out? Like, out. Are you putting things places? How are you cleaning it out? That's weird. Robbie says, no spare key under the plant pot. Sophie says, I thought Battle of the Belts was on tomorrow night. Nope, tonight. Vindicator says, Travis, who would win a hypothetical match between Ricochet and Daniel Garcia?
Oh, God. Ricochet.
Sophie says, so AEW will get killed ratings-wise tonight. And Ayla says, you don't have to, but I'd recommend spraying that painting with a clear spray paint, not anytime soon, but in the future.
Well, Polly.
Like, did you use acrylic paint or oil-based paints? Sophie says, AEW backstage drama I keep hearing about. Walter says, Battle of the Belts is at 11 p.m., 10 p.m. Rampage starts. I checked. Ayla says, no, Robbie. Robbie's like, good recommendation.
Thank you,
Ayla
Walter.
says, someone tried to break into my work last night and drop their wallet in one of the trucks he broke into successfully. So he broke into one of the trucks at work, dropped his wallet. Did he take anything when he broke in, or just,
Did he leave money? That'd have been funny.
if he left money in his wallet besides who he is? It's even funnier. Sophie says, with the playoffs starting, expect both Dynamite and WWE moving their shows around. Dad says, Robbie, we should ask Jamie to stream Extreme Rules. Sophie says, why doesn't the AEW World Championship never gets defended on those Battle of the Belts show?
Just too big of a title. It's too important.
It says we have them on camera trying to get into the back door. Walter's like, Sophie, 10 p.m. Rampage, then 11 p.m. Battle of the Belts late. Robbie says, Savage, Might, Daz. Ayla says, so we're
big
putting
kick by
everything in our
Ricochet.
house so we can save $250 a month on storage.
Yeah, that'll do it. It'll definitely save you money. Just make sure it looks like people live there. Do you have power on? If you have power on, you need some timers.
And then make sure you really do save your money. Take that $250 and start putting it into a savings account every month, just like you were paying your rent storage, your storage rent. So besides, I know at one point AEW was talking about putting Battle of the Belts up against Extreme Rules tomorrow night.
Anyways, yeah, put all your lights on timers so lamps turn on and off and stuff, and especially with it getting dark an hour earlier here within a month with the time change, so it's going to be dark forever.
Right. It says acrylic, it just keeps it looking fresh longer in my experience. Okay. No, it makes sense to put that clear coat on it. I just wanted to make sure what type of paint you use, so I got the right type of clear coat paint. Because you can mess up stuff by using
Ricochet with a big kick.
So it says the Royal Rumble is almost a sellout. It says no, he didn't take anything. Haha, dumb. Walter's like, so Impact Bound for Glory is on Fight pay-per-view tonight early.
Oh, wow. Yeah, I didn't know. I don't watch that very often, the Impact stuff.
Yeah, their pay-per-view was tonight, by the way. If you're a Impact fan, their pay-per-view they were doing tonight. And it says, yeah, we have power. Okay.
Yeah, set up some timers, some lamps, and porch lights, motion detectors, all sorts of weird stuff. So that Vindicator's message tracked and stuff. It says my aunt doesn't have electricity, but she still can take a shower, and once she hears from the adjuster about a roof, she'll be coming here for a few days. Yeah.
Vindicator says, so did Leopold fall asleep? He was usually climbing in front of the camera to steal the spotlight from you two.
Not going to get on front of the camera now, but he could still steal the spotlight.
Yeah. He's off doing something else. Sophie says, Impact doing pay-per-views on Fridays against SmackDown. How stupid. That's their choice.
I don't know anybody in Impact. I'm sure it's still a pretty good program, but I just don't watch it. Shit, I don't even watch NXT anymore. At all. Like, I was recording it and watching it and fast forward. I don't even do that anymore.
Record it or watch it and fast forward?
I record it, but I don't watch it.
He doesn't watch it and fast forward.
About every month I go through and delete them. Delete 4 of them.
Right. Ella says, hi, buddy. What are you doing? What you doing? What you doing? Got your Halloween stuff on? You get your costume so you can be a witch. I mean, a warlock.
What kind of witchcraft is this?
Yeah. Where you going?
Ricochet thrown to the floor on the outside.
Oh, he's a good boy. Let's see. It's like they have some at Hobby Lobby for $4 a can. It's for acrylic paintings. At least that's what I always used to use. Yes, I have gotten some before to spray on stuff that I've painted with acrylic. And that kind of stuff. Stay out of there. You don't need to get into bags. You don't need to get into bags. You don't need to get into bags. Walter's like, good, the camera is right. And Chris was like, damn, already a QR code?
Yeah, that's what I heard. I didn't see
like,
it.
Our power bill is a whopping $6 a month. Outrageous.
That'll change.
Sophie says, I'm surprised how many fans stopped watching NXT once AEW became a thing. Walter says, hey, Leopold Kitty. Sophie says, I don't know that this Monday is Columbus Day. Yeah, it is.
It is Columbus Day.
Sophie says they're playing this White Rabbit thing right. Are they playing it right?
I think it's happening fine.
Not wrong? It could make you feel impossible.
Inside you, inside you.
It's gross.
I wanna be like shingles up inside you.
Ew. What?
I wanna be your herpes. What you doing, buddy? There.
So it's like QR code was on the mic when Triple H was talking.
Oh, damn.
Oh. Well, good for them.
Well, I thought all the hints on Monday were for Saturday's show, so...
Maybe they should put them in places where people can actually do something about it, because some people can't pause what they're doing, so, you know, hey, but whatever. Whatevs. Whatevs.
Flatch, like flatulence?
I don't know if it's like that, but sure.
This Sikoa definitely needs to slow down Ricochet by just grinding on him, laying on him, putting his weight on him, choking him.
So it's like, poor Nigel, this was like the third time he got released from the WWE over the years. I don't know who he is, so it doesn't bother me at all.
Nigel Powers or something? You know who Nigel Powers is?
Yes,
Austin's dad.
Powers' dad.
I don't know who Nigel... Nigel what? Are they saying his last name by chance?
No, so he hasn't said last name not once. No idea who it is.
Because there is a Nigel...
About ready to not care.
But I can't remember who it was. Like maybe a backstage announcer guy?
Maybe.
Nigel. Huh.
Walter's like, it's SmackDown on Fox.
Is he the English guy?
No.
Oh, no, that guy's
No, because that guy's Scottish.
His name's Kevin.
And that's Kevin. He's not
Well,
English.
Kevin... What name are we looking for?
Nigel.
Nigel.
Stop. No.
I guess it could be the main announcer for NXT.
Oh.
Their main person?
Yeah, oh yeah. So he says he used to work the NXT announce team and NXT UK. There you go. Walter's like, Leopold needs food.
Maybe.
Leopold needs to not chew on things. That's what Leopold needs to do. Poop.
But he does have a Halloween bow tie on, so he's
all
legit.
ready for the spooky season. So he says he used to work with Morrow on NXT. God bless you. It's like cheeseburger and wine. Yeah.
Why not? Sounds like a award-winning thing. Bread and wine.
Right.
Here goes Ricochet. Oh, Solo catches him and drops him down, and that's it, guys. 1, 2, 3 or 100. 818.
A what enforcer? The Bloodline.
The Bloodline, yeah.
That's what they said. Ooh, he got caught in his 450.
Hey, more Bloodline stuff in the back.
So it looks like the QR code was of a pig.
Yeah.
Well, 3 little pigs.
Husky Harris, maybe? Because he did play Husky. And there was also a pig.
Right. So they think it's like a Bray Wyatt thing.
Right.
They're like, let me in. Bray Wyatt confirmed.
Roman said you're right. No, you're right. He's a hothead. Look at Jay. You call me a hothead one more time, I'm going to break your ass.
That might be a hothead type of thing to say.
That's a problem.
Walter's like, Solo 1.
Is he kicking out Jay?
Ooh.
Oh, God. Sammy's in charge of Jay.
Oh, fuck. Yeah. Okay. What? Okay. Great. Fuck me.
Awkward.
All
Okay.
right. Oh.
Ugh.
Luna's in the chat.
Trash.
Luna
Hey, Luna.
gives us some french fries and a chicken leg. Drumstick. So he says, do you think if Wade Barrett does an awesome job that Pat could lose his place?
No. Wade will do a good job.
Pat McAfee was actually first hired by Triple H. I don't think they're going to just replace him.
I can never remember the big guy's name. It's Ashante Meth only once, or not only once.
And I just call him Shitty. The one dude. That's all I
I want to call him T-Mobile. That's not it. It's something like that, like T-Fab or something.
Well, they're B-Fab altogether.
Oh, that's the girl. No, that's her.
She's her. Oh, that's her dumb name.
Top Dollar, maybe. Is that
Maybe
his name?
That's it.
That's
Well,
close.
like
T-Mobile.
Sami Zayn talking a lot funny, so he says they should give the TV audience more time with the QR code. Well, yeah, because not everybody has the ability to just pause things. What was I? Hit Row rap? Well, I'm glad they had a rap. I did not listen because, yeah.
Because meth, not even once.
Hit Row out of everybody to bring back. Why them? I don't know. I thought you guys liked them.
I
You
don't
guys were all
know.
excited when they came back.
Some of the stuff that he's done is very questionable, and it's being questioned. Fans are not liking it. I understand it. I'm trying to like some of it, but not all of it. But that's how it works, right? You can't like everything. If you liked everything, it'd be weird. But they need to start wrestling and being in matches like that are shit matches, like, because that's what they are. And they're good for a tag team depth, and I'm okay with that. But if they want to be legit, they need a singles wrestler. And it sure the fuck isn't meth.
I don't even want to see it, Russell. Doesn't even know how.
I have watched meth not only once, wrestle once in a match, and it was not that great. It was on
Sounds
NXT 1.0.
Sophie says, I wonder if the crowds at all these shows you see the QR codes.
Well, half of them. Maybe it's on Triple H's, the back of his suit, just sewed on there.
That'd be funny. Ha ha ha. Maybe, maybe not. I didn't ask if we were doing Battle of the Belts tonight.
I was just going to go by what I felt, but this
Okay.
show's moving so slow. Sometimes these shows on SmackDown just are over.
True, they're fast, but
I know the Battle of the Belts will be quick.
I just don't like the fact that they made it a go-home show, but they're making it like really like slow-paced go-home show.
They do that because there's so much talking. And now all of a sudden, Sami Zayn's in charge of Jey Uso, it looks like. Like, because of his temper. So Sammy's got to work with Jay's temper. That's terrible.
Sounds dumb. So he says whenever they come up with these QR codes, I wonder how hard it is for them to put them in random places.
Not hard at all.
Not hard at all. There's a lot of places they can hide that crap in. They could do it in the back somewhere during a backstage interview. I mean, it could be on anything. It could be accidentally taped on somebody's back of their coat or their outfit. I mean, I think they should literally put them on people's asses. So you have to scan their asses.
I was going to say their boobs.
That's
funny. I was going to literally say in the Attitude Era, they would have put it in like cleavage or on over nipples or something.
Right? Here's your QR code. It's just a random place. Yeah. I just think that some of their places are kind of weird.
Oh, more
I mean, they are
Bloodline.
random, but they're weird.
New date. The world champion Rams. I don't think they're very good anymore.
Ugh, why are we still calling them anything but just the Rams?
He's talking to Jay. Oh, shit. That was not a good time.
Now it's not a good time. That is boss. So he says at first when they started the QR code, I didn't expect it to be some sort of game that a lot of people are playing.
They're going to start chanting that, by the way. Who's your daddy?
Oh, Lord.
Because it's Sammy.
Yeah. You're the stepdaddy. You're the dad who stepped up. Messed up and weird.
You got to get this right.
Do you think that they have to take breaks for all the tattooing that they get done? Because
No.
the Usos have slowly but surely have gotten like their tribal tattoos on themselves. Like,
Right. There was one girl, I can't remember who it was, that got a tattoo. I think it was either Bliss or Morgan. And they just taped it off for the one match. Because it only takes a couple days.
Yeah. Vindicator says all these backstage arguments in WWE, they need a mediator like Deleted to squash all that noise. Well, that's okay. I'll pass. So he's
All right,
saying
it's
Big
Myth.
Usos versus the New
Not
Day
only
around
once.
500 at this point.
Ashante and Top Dollar. Top Dollar. Top Dollar was teaching me how to rhyme. You don't know how to rhyme?
Is that what he said?
Yeah, Michael Cole.
Oh, Jesus. Well, looking at hers like orange, so...
Hey, look who showed up. Santos and the boys.
Oh, good. Beat him up. Oh, wait. It's NXT again. That's fantastic.
More NXT guys. Look behind them.
And Vindicator's like, Travis, what the F is a shitty wearing?
I don't know. You know, I try my hardest not to watch. But he's wearing suspenders that are
He's
very
wearing red
bright.
overalls,
And then that's it.
and then a very primary color jacket.
What's their name going to be? Is it that same name?
I don't know. She's like, go away. I can't.
She
I can't
needs
bend down. I
to-
can't squat.
Hey, it's
Hey,
Zelina Vega!
Vega's back. Oh, Jesus.
Zelina Vega with him, huh? Well, that makes sense because they need a mouthpiece.
They do.
And she speaks Spanish and English.
So she's going to be a mouthpiece again?
Yeah, well, she's beating up meth. And that's Santos.
Yeah.
I just want to know what they're calling them. This group, they keep saying. This group.
Vindicator says, good to see Legado. Walter
Yeah, that
says,
Phantasmo or whatever. I wonder if they're going to call him that again.
Got attacked. They could because they don't change their names with H being in charge. Mr. Paul.
Ooh. Double splash.
So he says, so Santos Group is starting their debut on the main roster as they did when they debuted.
Oh,
on
they're
NXT.
taking their masks off.
Well, they're not whatchamacallits.
Like, we don't know who they are.
I don't know who they are. Who are these weirdos?
What's I mean? Like, it's not a surprise.
I know who these guys are, bitches.
Zelina Vega is back. I was in a live chat with her on TikTok the other day, and there was only like 30 people in there.
Why? That's weird. Oh, maybe she's not as popular.
His
They're the
nose
same
looks
people.
funny. Yeah, the
Legado de Fantasma.
Legado?
Smackdown is Legado de Fantasma. Be safe.
Day?
De D-E.
Oh, look on the TV now. They're actually showing rabbit stuff. She's gonna be their mouthpiece tomorrow night.
Just glad she's
Okay,
fine.
there actually is a bunch of stuff gonna be coming up, and I
All
didn't
right,
see it.
some rabbit stuff happening. The white rabbit, everybody. Ooh.
Right on the X.
And then Kater's like weird that Zelina is with them instead of Elektra Lopez. Hope she was not released. Maybe they're putting her as just a regular wrestler. So there's a whole bunch of Steve.
Tomorrow night, 10/8. Tomorrow night, 10/8. I don't know what that says. Feed your head.
Feed your head.
That comes from the White Rabbit song. Feed your head.
There was a whole bunch of words I didn't know. Did anybody catch all the words?
I don't know
In
if
a
they were
different
English.
language?
Yeah.
Maybe they were just putting them in other languages first. and then any.
But it looks like it's tomorrow. We're going to find out. Tomorrow is going to be pay dirt.
Robbie's like getting giddy for Zelina being back. Walter says Zelina Vega back. Chris says, Chris being in the chat, hey Chris, good to see you in here tonight. No Carmen Electra with them.
No Carmen. She's
Legado
like
Del
50.
Fantasma.
They didn't want no 50-year-olds from Baywatch.
Chris says, no, Zelina will still wrestle, but Santos, the leader, is an excellent talker. Sophie says that girl that was with him in NXT was supposed to debut with him on SmackDown, but things changed 24 hours ago.
Huh.
Walter says, oh, new Lucha guys. Vindicator says, White Rabbit are so cute until they attack you and rip out your throat. Yeah. It's the scariest thing ever.
Kenna got 2 bunny rabbits over there. And a bunch of cats. Looks like a zoo.
Yeah. Chris says Santos is better than Andrade, but not better than Angel Garza. Christian Barbosa's in the chat. Hey, Christian. 22. Okay.
22.
Sophie says, so this is Zelina and Charlotte Flair's husband 2.0.
That's funny.
Walter says, it's Bray Wyatt. Sophie's like, but that rabbit teaser doesn't give us a way on when he will appear.
Tomorrow.
10/8, it said. Tomorrow.
Oh.
Tomorrow is the pay-per-view. Sophie says, I mean, when he will appear tomorrow night.
What?
Does that matter? It's during the pay-per-view.
I'm pretty sure it's important enough that it's going to be the last thing that happens. So, what's the last thing tomorrow? Probably Drew McIntyre and Karrion Kross.
Yeah.
Right? I mean...
Is that a match that's happening?
Oh, yeah. It's a strap match.
Oh.
That's going to be a good one. I sent it to you. I just wanted to get the match list. So we got the Brawling Brutes versus Emporium. We got Edge versus Finn Balor. Bianca versus Bayley. Drew and Karrion. Matt and Seth, maybe. They could put that at the end. And then Liv and Ronda. So Ronda doesn't have the draw that she used to, or that would be the main event. Because this is the perfect one where there's no big names that they could do a woman main event. But Ronda just doesn't have the drawing power that she once did.
Nope.
So I think it's going to be Cross and Mac.
They're going to be the main event tomorrow. Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Bryce says, wow, what a huge surprise. Zelina is back. Well, I'm glad she's back. It's about damn time.
We got some ladies going on, though. Sonya Deville and Xia Li.
Sonya and Xia Li. Sophie says I could see 2 or 3 matches be the main event of the pay-per-view tomorrow night. Up against Shotzi and whoever her little weirdo person is.
Raquel? Rackrod?
Oh, Raquel's with her now? Oh, is Aaliyah broken?
Yes, I think she did get injured when they lost the titles. Like Cole would know.
Like Cole's gonna give a shit if
You were in
awesome.
NXT with her.
You should know everything about both of these people. Everything they do.
She's botchy and dangerous.
Every nuance.
And doesn't need to be on the main roster. That's all I have to say gives Shotzi.
Let's
That's
see
negative.
if-
Everything else, she's got a great body.
Let's see if giving her back her tank and her weirdness gives her back her confidence.
Yeah.
Sophie says, I feel like the Fight Pit match could be the main event of the pay-per-view since we don't know how long it will take them to make it.
Right. That's what I was thinking, because they have to take all the ropes off.
Bryce says, speaking of the woman, is there a person who likes him very much? What?
The woman likes him? Is that Raquel? What are you saying?
I have no idea. It doesn't, I'm sorry, it's confusing. I have no idea what Bryce is trying to say. Sophie says, I feel like the Fight Pit match could be the main event of the pay-per-view. Oh, I read that. Eris Moore is in the chat.
Hey,
Eris says, hey, Wrestling Gab, what's up?
Just watching some SmackDown. What are you up to?
Sophie says, and also the Fight Pit has Daniel Cormier as the special ref.
Yeah, but if Bray were to show up in that, now granted, he does have beef with Seth.
Right.
But him and Riddle, that would just be dumb. I mean, Does he have anything with Riddle that we know of? No. Maybe a twisted way with RK Bro. What's his name? Randy Orton. Because he did have beef with Randy.
True.
I'm just trying to see how you could make that even work.
Yeah, I don't know. Chris says, like, sexy Shotzi. Bryce says, yeah, never mind. Sorry, my sentence is out of whack, but forgive me on that one. No worries, dude. I just didn't know what you meant, and I wanted to get your meaning. I just couldn't figure it out. Sorry.
I just don't understand how you could do Seth again, because it would just do Seth dirty again. He's going to lose again and again and again and again. And Seth was the top guy until the Bray Wyatt stuff.
Yeah, you got to put him against somebody else where he can. You can't put him in the situations where he'll be the not winning.
And if Triple H is very, very smart, if they do bring back The Fiend, that they do not put a title on him. Like, they just...
Hell totally kind of fucked up there.
Keep it away from him.
Outfits.
Oh, yeah, she's terrible with the outfits. I don't like how she tries to use a lot of power. I get that she's tall and big, but she's not as strong as some of the women. And they try to make her into a powerhouse, and she lifts like a powerhouse. But, like, I think this girl right here is stronger than she is.
Yeah, Wig, you tell us all about the referee having or having no control.
Well, that's it. That's all. 1, 2, and 3. 2 minutes, 16 seconds for the ladies. Some Vince McMahon stuff. I thought it was Vince. Guess it wasn't.
Eris wants to know any updates for the WWE draft.
As of now, all we know is that it's supposed to be after WrestleMania. And with that not being now, because this is when it would happen, it's going to be that time. It's going to be after WrestleMania. Which will be exciting, because it keeps the rosters the same until then, so we know kind of what's going to be happening.
Right. True. So he says, Bray pretty much have beef with almost everyone on the roster or has some sort of history with everyone.
I just pray to everything holy that he's not that weird funhouse Bray. He can be almost a new character, which should be fine.
Right.
I don't want him to be the Fiend.
I don't want him to come back.
So I don't want him to be that weird Fiend. I don't want him to be the funhouse guy. If he's going to come back, the best would be just Bray Wyatt. Mm-hmm. He can talk.
He did the best. Like, the people liked him. It was, like, more... People got sucked in by it more.
Well, because he was hypnotic with his talking. He's a preacher. And he can say whatever the fuck he wants. Where he's a funhouse guy, he can only be nice. When he's the Fiend, well, he didn't talk.
Yeah.
So he could only be nice.
Yeah.
And he could pull it off. I'm not saying it was shit. I'm just saying that he was way better as the Bray Wyatt.
So Berserker Bray could return during the Edge Finn match.
If it was the main event.
Yeah.
He's got to come out at the end. You don't bring him out in the middle. You would just hit a pinnacle and then people would turn it off. They'd be like, oh, it's Bray. I'm excited for Monday. I'm going to go out.
Yeah. Bryce says, say, by the way, Travis got an interesting question.
Ooh.
Debate. Do you think WWE should make a women's mid-card championship? I saw a picture on Instagram that said, should WWE make a women's intercontinental championship and give it to Raquel Rodriguez? Agree or disagree? Why just give it to her?
Well, I definitely disagree with giving it to Raquel Gonzalez, because if anything, you would give it to somebody like a Liv Morgan or Alexa Bliss or something. That way they're still on. But I think that's what they were using the 24/7 title for at that end part. But if you want it to be a little bit more important, you know. But no, I honestly don't think they need to add another women's title. They've got 2. Do you think Bayley's going to win a title to give the 3-man group 3 titles?
I don't know. If she was, I would say it would be better off if she was going up against Liv, but...
Yeah, put her on SmackDown. Because SmackDown doesn't have any good women except for Raquel Gonzalez. I think she's a good one. I just don't know if she's ready, and so I don't want to see her have the title. But at this point, I'd rather see anybody be champion than who's champion on SmackDown. So.
Right.
And that's the catch, because I'm going to be fickle. Because whoever wins that, unless they deserve it, I'm going to not like them either. But as of right now, I want anybody. So it's like I'm selling my soul, and then I'm going to hate the decision.
Right. Yeah.
But they need something. They need somebody over there.
So it says, poor Mandy Rose, her brother and a friend of their family both died this week. Oh.
Holy shit.
Sad. It's not for her. That sucks.
It's terrible.
It's awful. Eris says, waiting for SmackDown. Hopefully we get a WWE draft announced soon.
Yeah, it's going to be WrestleMania time.
Sophie says the Vince documentary on the Vice documentary on Vince is going to debut soon. Robbie says, I keep drifting in and out of sleep with SmackDown. As long as you're not in the bathtub, you're fine. Ernest Bell's in the chat. Says hello. Hello, Ernest.
Hey, Ernest.
Bryce says Mandy Rose. Was there a person in the chat who didn't like Mandy Rose?
I don't know. I couldn't imagine anybody not liking Mandy Rose.
I did. Then maybe Ben. He doesn't like a lot of people. Well, especially women. Vindicator says disappointing that Zaya is still being treated like a jobber. Sophie says, I'm surprised AEW didn't sign Bray when they had a chance to. They didn't have enough money. And they bought up all the other stupid people instead of actually buying somebody that could have helped them out more. Tony Khan is a terrible manager in some ways. Ernest Bell says, is he back? Is Bray back? I don't know.
No.
So according to some of the White Rabbit stuff, people are indicating that maybe he is.
No.
But
no hints, nothing.
We won't know until tomorrow. So tomorrow you'll have to watch the pay-per-view or watch spoilers or read stuff or something. Vindicator says, also disappointed we won't see Travis in a Fiend mask this year.
I mean, I guess I could.
So he says, did anybody love the Divas Championship like Maria Kanellis did say in the interview?
I don't know about that, but I do. I'd be okay if they brought that back. And got rid of the World Championships and just brought back a Divas Championship.
Yeah. Bryce says, okay, interesting, Travis. I respect that. So he says, hopefully the placement of the matches for tomorrow night are right. Vindicator says, but very pleased to hear Travis wants Liv to be a 2 belts champion. Nope, don't try to tell me otherwise. Plugging my ears.
Liv 2 belts? Not happening.
No, she'll lose the other one, and then she'll grovel and cry for a while, and then they might give her another chance at something else. Here's your participation trophy.
I have a feeling that when she drops her belt, we're never going to see her in the title picture ever again.
I hope
There's
not.
just too much good talent.
I never, ever want to see her in there ever again.
Bryce we're going to see her because she's pretty.
I mean, in the title run.
Right.
Bryce says, yeah, he said he doesn't like Mandy Rose because what she did on Instagram. I remember I wasn't there for it on live stream in particular. Oh, yeah, that was film. He didn't like it because she supposedly smoked or did something.
I think she vaped or something. Or a cigar. It was a cigar, wasn't it? I think she had a cigar.
Maybe her was there was a couple of them that he was all upset about because they had a cigar or vaped or something.
I forgot
Somebody
Lacey
else did
Evans
it
was
too.
even on this roster.
Who?
Lacey Evans.
Oh, yeah.
How the fuck do you take Lacey Evans and make her garbage?
Well, it's who you have in charge, so works, right? The dumbasses, they're in charge are like, oh, well, we don't want to use you. Sophie says, I want to see how this White Rabbit fits with Bray's new character. Chris says, Liv literally has a chance and also no chance. Sophie says, what do you think will open the pay-per-view tomorrow night? The 24/7 belt.
I'm going to say Liv and Ronda.
The 24/7 belt, basically. That's how much garbage that.
I was looking at it.
SmackDown
They
Women's Championship belt is now. It's just garbage.
They like to get the women's matches out of the way. It's either that or Belair and Bayley, but I think they'll save that one till later. And then they could start out with the Brawling Brutes and Emporium. It's Imperium. I do know the name of it. I call them Emporium because it was funny. Edge and Finn will be later because Edge is very, very popular. And Drew and Karrion, I mean, there's some really good matches that need to be at the end of this.
Right. Well, it seems like Lacey Evans was a Vince project. Bryce says, no, it wasn't vaping or a cigar. I forgot what it was. No, it was something like that, Bryce. It was basically that stuff. He doesn't like it. It was an Instagram picture or something on, I'm pretty sure it was something on Instagram he saw. A picture of them, and they were smoking a vape or a cigar or something.
Oh, Karrion Kross coming down.
It was her and somebody else, and he just was like, I don't like it anymore. Chris says, Liv, you're not hardcore until you do a tombstone pile driver through a flaming table off the ring apron. LOL, classic ECW. So he's like, and I think for the first time in a while that we only have 2 championship matches for the pay-per-view tomorrow night, and they are both for the women's championship. And here's some Karrion Kross.
So they got the smoke show. By the way, that's almost where the term comes from. They call her the smoke show. Turned around backwards. Then Kross walks in front of her. Then she disrobes. What? Show us the smoke. Say we want the smoke.
Right.
You do get to see her, by the way, but I'm just saying. And there she is.
Brian says, hold on, let me try to say this correct. Hookah, I think that's what it was. Yeah.
A hookah.
Still smoking of some sort, right?
Scarlett dressed like
Smoking
she's
of
from...
some sort. Somebody else was a cigar, by the way. Like, somebody else that he liked, he was no longer like, I'm no longer a fan of them, they smoked a cigar. And I can't remember if it was Mandy or... There's two female wrestlers that did it, and he's like, I don't like them anymore. Because one of them was a hookah, but I don't remember which star it was, if it was Mandy or the other girl.
I think it was the Mandy one.
One of them was for a cigar. Then he just says, yay, Scarlett, she needs to be a 2 belts champion too. 1 belt for her after hours matches.
Yes.
Chris says Scarlett Baby, so he says they have many options for both the opener and the main event of the pay-per-view tomorrow night.
Yes.
Chris says Kross doing Taz entrance with crossed arms. Sophie says Becky Lynch is coming back to WWE TV soon. And Ayla says Film didn't like someone because of hookah. Yeah, they were smoking a hookah. So, you know.
That's a fact.
Oh, look, McIntyre's right behind his ass.
He don't know it, though.
Oh, Scarlett didn't warn him?
Maybe she's in on it.
She should know everything that happens. She's a witch.
Burn her.
I bet you she weighs the same as a duck.
Science. Where did you become so schooled in the ways of science?
It was like I remember getting annoyed at him. Bryce says, was it Mandy Rose's husband? I think there was a lot of I wouldn't say it's rumors, but you know. Yeah. Rumors. I have no idea. Bryce, I seriously have absolutely no idea because, one, I do not follow or look at these people on the internet, social media stuff, so I would have absolutely no idea what they are doing in their personal lives or anything. Second, I don't care. I mean, if he wants to make that decision in his life, that's fine.
That's a big old security guard right there.
Why did they move the stairs there?
I was going to ask you.
Is it so they could just walk straight up instead of going to the corner?
Right, like the old ramp days. You know, AEW does that. WCW did it forever.
I think it's so they could just walk straight in the ring and didn't have to go to the corner to come up.
Right.
I think that's why they did it.
This is going to be a great match tomorrow. I'm
So
most looking forward to this one.
Not get the strap on him, but got it on himself instead.
Right. Well, I think he had it on him, and then Kross took it off while he was fighting the security guards. On the outside, Drew McIntyre.
Is Drew
just getting
McIntyre
beat
not
up.
strong anymore?
He's not.
I guess he's a weak-ass weakling. That's awesome. That's lame.
He almost had to grope Scarlett on accident. Watch this right here. So, because she's like right over the ropes, and his hand's tied up. Uh-oh. Oh, shit! Right here. See her where her boobs are with his hand, and then he pulls it. It's like, I almost touched a boobie.
Right?
Drew McIntyre getting whipped tonight with a belt.
Sophie says, I think tomorrow's pay-per-view is also the first pay-per-view in a while where any match could both be the opener and the main event.
Yeah, because there's no stars. There's no big names.
Ayla says, I remember saying so. I just need to start smoking to avoid it. Scarsdale says, yeah, no relation to that person whatsoever, despite the similar names. Pay no attention, please.
Scarsdale. Scarlet.
You're not a Scarlet. You're a Scarletta Red. That's
Damn,
different.
he is getting
Completely
whooped.
Bryce says, I think it's Mandy Rose's husband. Oh, okay. Sophie says it would be funny if Sasha and Naomi are somehow part of the White Rabbit thing.
Wouldn't it? If
Oh
it
my
was
God,
Sasha.
so hilarious. Oh my God, so funny.
And it happens, they do the White Rabbit stuff during the Bianca match or something.
Rob McLaren's in the chat.
Hey, Rob. Good to see you in here, boss.
Says, hey, Wrestling Gab, happy Friday.
Woo!
Thanks for stopping in, Rob.
Love to see you up in here.
Sophie says AEW almost got Karrion Kross. Chris says, I heard from multiple sources that AEW will buy out Punk's contract and also Kenny, and the Bucks will write out contracts and be done with AEW, but Kenny will fulfill his obligations for the AEW game.
Yeah, I know he's got a lot of stuff going on, but that would be silly of them to leave AEW. I mean, obviously they will work out in WWE, but I don't know how Triple H would use Kenny Omega. I'm assuming he would use him correctly, but how many championships can you have?
Right. I don't know how they would with Cody Rhodes being there too.
Well, Cody, he'll go to Cody and talk to Cody about their personalities and everything else. And the Bucks might have been, arrogant pricks when they were in charge, and now they burned too many bridges to stay there.
Yeah.
And then Cody's over here saying, hey, these guys are fuck-ups. Don't hire them. I'm just obviously speculating.
Right, yeah, I don't know. Yeah.
That's just a narrative I'm making up in my head as I'm saying it, but I'm just saying that could have happened.
But we don't know. We really don't know what kind of people they are in real life.
Well, they attack somebody.
Bryce says, wait, hold on. If I remember a particular live stream, I don't know if it was on AEW or SmackDown, by the way. This is from earlier live stream on Wrestling Dad. I think he doesn't like B-flap.
Right. What you're watching?
Oh, I don't need to.
You sure?
Yeah,
For the weekend?
I'm at 63%.
And that'll last till Monday night?
Mm-hmm. At
No
least,
sweat.
or even Wednesday. Maybe it was her. I don't know, dude. I don't think he liked her anyways, but I don't think it had anything to do with other stuff. There's
I don't even know
another
who that
like
is.
one he really, really liked that whatever she did, he all of a sudden was like, I don't like her anymore. Somebody says college football season is almost over, right?
No.
No.
It ends in December.
And then they have all their bowl playoffs, bowls
Yeah.
in like January and February. Like
No.
January.
Yeah.
Bryce says, oh, come on, Drew McIntyre, right? Chris says maybe Punk returns at Rumble. Punk Cody final 2. Maybe Roman versus Rocket Mania. Then night 2, Punk or Cody for title at night 2.
Oh, Lord.
Chris, no.
Thank you, though, for the fantasy booking. I love
The
it.
hilarious fantasy booking.
Triple H hates CM Punk.
I don't
Vince
blame him.
McMahon hates
I freaking hate him
CM
too.
Punk.
So-
There is a good possibility that he had a better chance of getting a job under Vince, but he didn't like Vince.
Yep.
He doesn't have a chance under Triple H, but he might have some respect for Triple H or whatever.
Maybe, I
So,
don't know.
so his ship sailed in the WWE would be my guess, unless somebody else takes over, which it could.
Sophie says, do you think we will see Karrion Kross versus Roman at some point? They hinted at it when Karrion first came back to the WWE. Sophie says, if the Young Bucks and Kenny do come to the WWE, that's the death of AEW. Is it?
Is it, though? I mean,
They haven't been there for
they
weeks.
have Wheeler Yuta.
Yeah. And
They
that
have Daniel Garcia.
guy. I mean, you guys seem to like him. I mean, Hook, they got that guy. You guys all love them.
They got big, wide shoulders. They can carry that whole company. No sweat.
Yep.
At least that's what they keep trying to do.
And they keep pushing it in our face, and all of you guys that are fans of them seem to think so. So, hey, works. Chris says, plus the ratings for AEW have been at 1 million without Kenny and Bucks. Maybe Tony will say, maybe I don't need you guys.
Right. But come on, the pop when they come back should be, well, at least Kenny Omega. I don't know about the Bucks. I guess the Bucks kind of burnt themselves because I like them still, but I don't know how many fans they really have. I feel like these indie fans that just watch the indies loved all these guys that were signing with NXT or AEW, and then they got to know them and they got to see them on TV, and I think they lost their luster because you just don't see it anymore. You don't see Young Buck fans.
No.
I'm a Young Buck fan. I love the Young Bucks, but that's me.
I think some of that was lost when they decided to make themselves champions a couple of times and then were like douchebags
Right.
about it. And it's kind of like, yeah, no. Like, we're done with you. Like, there are other tag teams that should have been champions
Deontay
while they
Wilder.
were champions. And you're just like, why aren't they champions? Why aren't you giving up the championships for them? They held it forever. And it's like, this is bullshit. You're not giving these other tag teams a chance. You're trying to build a company for all
What is
these
this?
lower indie stars to make them better or make
What is
them
this?
relevant or make them high up, and you're not. You're bleh.
Could this be Sarah Logan? This looks very feminine.
Maybe. I mean, they could have brought her back, I guess. I didn't think she wanted to come back.
Look. No, it's a dude. It's Eric. But
Was he
he
back?
looks very feminine. Oh, could be her. I think that's Sarah.
Honestly.
Yeah. That's Sarah Logan, guys. They're not obviously not going to tell us, but that's Sarah Logan.
Right.
Sarah Logan's back! You excited? You don't like Sarah Logan?
If she, from the pictures that I have seen of her after her kid, and that she hasn't really done anything to make it better, no. Chris says maybe Punk returns. Oh, I read that. I read that one. So who read that? Chris says plus ratings. I read that. Bryce says, okay, hold on. Let me put this in order. Randy Rose and her husband both did hookahs, and he does cigars too, and polluting B-flaps, so that's why Foul Nation doesn't like that. Why are we having this conversation? I don't want to have this conversation anymore. What film or who he likes or doesn't like for whatever reason is his choice. Walter's like, okay, bye guys. See you Saturday for Extreme Rules pay-per-view and prediction. All right,
Yes.
Walter, sounds good. I think I'm probably sure I said his name wrong. Forgive me. Like I said, I am spelling is out of whack. You're fine. It's film. Sophie says CM Punk hates Triple H and Vince. Bryce says, what else does this person like besides smoking? Okay, he's anti-smoking. Bryce says, Chris, interesting fantasy booking, bro. Sophie says, remember before the Orton versus the Fiend feud, they seemed to hint at a Drew versus Randy versus Bray feud. Chris says, I also heard Tony Khan talked with WWE about having Daddy Ass come to Raw on Monday. What is Daddy Ass?
Are you serious? Scissor Daddy.
Oh, I'm like, who the fuck is that? Well,
Billy
of course,
Gunn.
because he was part of whatever their 25
D-Generation X.
Devin Feller in the chat. Hey,
Hey,
Devin,
Devin.
says, I bet 3,000 millions on Logan Paul beat Roman Reigns.
All
You
right.
might lose your money, friend.
But thanks
for coming in and telling us that. That's interesting. Sophie says about Sammy G, he should have been fired. Sammy Guevara should have been fired.
You can't fire everybody.
I don't think he should have been fired, but I think he should have
Oh,
been
shit.
put on suspicion. Should have been.
That's a
he
good
should
one to
have
bring
had-
down to even the odds with you. Look at this. Sammy out there, causing trouble. So they're bringing an equalizer out. The monster among monsters.
That's nice. Chris is like, FTR pop was loud on AEW this week. Sophie says Cole Cabana mocks CM Punk media scrum thing. Chris says Young Bucks fans left after New Japan. Chris says, is that Sarah Logan?
Yes.
Yeah, we're thinking that as well. Sophie says, but it didn't sound like Sarah Logan. I don't know her voice, so it says Veer got demoted back to NXT. Wow. Bryce says, is WWE still planning on splitting the New Day?
I hope not.
Who knows what they're doing?
If they split them, they might as well just give them release slips. Neither of them can hang. I mean, granted, Kofi was champion 3 years ago, but he's never going to get to that level. Woods is terrible. He's the only guy on the roster that can't do it without the tag team. Not the only guy on the roster, the only guy on their roster, New Days. Because Big E, they even tried to do a singles push. Did not work. Failed terribly. They put him back together, and then he got crippled.
Yeah.
Well, he's not crippled, but he did break his neck.
Robbie says, singing the New Day music woke me up. Robbie, don't lie. You were singing it in your sleep, and that's what probably woke you up. Sophie says, I still miss Big E.
Yeah.
Bryce is like, okay, Travis, thumbs up.
I like Big E.
Sophie says, over the past few years, they always split Big E away from Kofi and Xavier for whatever reason.
Yeah, they got to break them up a little bit to give them some singles pushes just to see if the crowd's changed. And guess what? It never did. That's why they put them back together in the end.
So this is a 6-man thing?
Now we've got a 6-man tag.
How
So
did that happen?
the honorary Oos is in there right now with Xavier Woods. Things changed. Obviously, Sammy's going to get pinned.
Yes. By who?
Braun Strowman? Braun's a beast. I mean, I guess one of the other two could pin Xavier Woods or something, but I don't see that happening. They're not going to put Braun on the losing team, are they?
No, maybe. I have no idea what they're doing.
Wrestling's a little predictable. Usually you don't have your new people lose.
The New Day has been together for 8 years. That's
It's got to be longer than 8 years. I don't believe you. I think it's closer to 10. I've lived in this house for 8 years, and they were together before I moved here.
Were they together? I don't remember.
Yeah.
I don't remember any of it, so...
I used to watch them over there
care.
with Donna and Brandon.
Oh. Bryce says, oh man, I got to go. I'll see you guys on the next live stream Monday, if not probably Wednesday. Usually Mondays are busy for me when I'm doing stuff around the house or something else. Bye. Well,
See
Bryce,
ya.
we'll be here tomorrow
Whoa.
for the WWE pay-per-view Extreme Rules. So if you have time tomorrow, we'll be here happening. So if you can, join us. If not, we'll see you on Monday or Wednesday.
Bye-bye.
Have a great weekend. Martha says, damn, 9 already? That's 9.
Huh? Yeah, they're saying it was July of 14. I guess I moved in here in August of 14, so.
Yeah, so that's what Sophie says. I looked up, they got together July of 14. Wow.
I wonder if they were together before that and they just didn't call themselves something until then.
Okay.
But yeah, I'm looking at it too.
They weren't the New Day. Maybe they were somebody else.
I mean, I did move here two
I
weeks after that, but
I feel bad that they used such an awesome song for such a stupid movie.
they do that a lot in
I
Hollywood.
hate that. It just ruined everything.
No, it doesn't.
The song is an amazing song, and they ruined it. It's your worst nightmare.
Oh, he's going to puke.
No. It's dolls watching him.
Ew.
Yeah, exactly. Told you. Ew.
The rest of us going to sleep tonight? They're like, we don't want you to sleep. Old Subaru's driving backwards.
That was a Toyota, not a Subaru.
Oh,
Rob is like, should I watch the pay-per-view Saturday? No. Rob, you should go out with your friends. Sophie says, before the New Day, it seemed like the WWE was going to do a reboot version of Nation of Domination with them.
like Robbie going to be out at 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock in the morning.
I don't know what he does. He's young. He's not married. He has friends. He has a life.
Liberty,
Supposedly
liberty.
he's not a member of his insane asylum. He just works there.
Supposedly.
It's a real country style rib sandwich. They have meats.
I heard they do.
I was like, but the card doesn't look appetizing. I mean, appetizing?
No, it's definitely
It's
a light card.
It's a mid-card pay-per-view, right? I mean, the only thing that could be exciting is it's very fast-paced. It's got a lot of crazy move sets. I mean, lots of, I don't know, violence, I suppose, could happen.
Yes, there's a strap match.
And a fight pit and whatever else they're doing.
I quit matches.
Their extremeness that they're doing.
And I've heard rumors that this might be the last Extreme Rules, and that's why they're going out with a bang. But
Right.
just a rumor.
Devin Feller's like, what happened to Seth Rollins always be a team with Roman Reigns? Yeah. They
Yeah.
haven't been a team forever.
They
so.
they quit that. Roman is in the Bloodline now. And
He
Seth
moved on to
and
other
Seth
things.
just loses at every pay-per-view.
Seth is just a crazy. Robbie says if Bailey was going to win, then it would have been good.
He could. They could put all 3 titles on those dames, and it could turn out.
It's a possibility, I guess.
They did it with Toxic Attraction.
Chris says today just got my biggest figure hunt. Got Ultimate Edition Roman. Jeff also got WWE Elite, MSK, Brett, British Bulldog, and Farouk to add to my JBL figure.
Hell yeah.
Nice.
I like Farouk. His name's Ron Simmons. Damn!
Oh, that guy. Okay. I don't know all their names, so...
Yeah.
He's still alive, and we've seen him on some of the WWE stuff sometimes.
Him and JBL hang out in the back, smoke cigars, play poker, and drink liquor.
They probably still do. Just kidding. I have no idea.
Damn.
Beat up Kofi in the corner.
Yeah.
Just beat him up.
Basically, we got a 6-man tag team going on right here. It's the New Day and Braun Strowman. I guess an upgrade from Big E. Going one-on-one with Sami Zayn, the Honorary Usos, and the Usos. Look at that tag. Jay tagged himself in.
Of course he did.
Did you see it?
Selfish.
He smacked
him really hard.
Oh, yeah.
Chris says WWE can never really give the fans what they want, replacing Elektra with Zelina. I don't know. Zelina's a pretty little sexy thing herself.
She's pretty electric.
I mean, she does have a good figure, and she's curvy within her own right. So, and she does wear very sexy outfits a lot of the times, and she's not afraid to flaunt that.
If we're going with just sex appeal, Selena's in a different level than the other girl.
Yeah.
But she's just big. She's a big broad.
Oh, he got smacked in the face.
Uh-oh. By Jimmy. They the ones.
They're ones.
Put your ones up.
Devin says I miss Seth Rollins via Team Roman Reigns again, like old days.
Like the Shield, bring back Dean Ambrose.
Flutters is in the chat saying, see you tomorrow, everyone. Bye, Flutters.
Bye,
Thanks
Flutter.
for hanging with us tonight. Poor Kofi.
Yeah, Kofi's just part of the show at this point. Because this whole story going on in this match is the Uso, the Honorary Uso, and Jim J. Yeah. Holy crap, I can't think of anybody's
Solid Rock
name.
Ministry in the chat says,
hey,
hi.
Solid Rock.
Hello, Solid Rock. How's it going? Robbie says, Sammy mocking mans. They should mock people.
Sammy. Look at that.
It's like, come on.
Give me props, bro. Give me props.
Okay, let's not.
You have to do what you're told.
Are we on the same team or not? Don't worry about it. Chris says,
I asked you to shake my hand, you wouldn't do it.
Chris says, do you think Nikita Lyons from NXT hotter than Elektra or Zelina?
Yeah, yes, I think Nikita's on a different level of sex appeal. She's like a really big woman that isn't out of control yet. I feel like she's a cheeseburger away from being out of control, but right now she looks fantastic, and we're just worried about the present. So,
Solid Rock says, good. Yesterday at school, I got punched by a student.
Are you a teacher?
Robbie says Nikita Lyons will go all week. Oh, God, Robbie. It's so disgusting.
She got the frame for it.
Jesus. He's like,
look
let me
at
grab
that.
your hands.
Oh, Jimmy,
Say,
her.
jump real quick. These two are fighting outside the
Holy
ring without
crap.
paying attention.
I've honestly never seen what's about to happen here before.
They're going in and out of what's happening.
It happens right here. I'm assuming when Braun hits these two. I've never seen Michael Cole get taken out before.
Oh, poor Michael.
Ever. Wow. Obviously, he was just in the wrong place, and Jay hit him on accident. But look at this, guys. The New Day rocks. Double stomp. Like a coup de grace.
Oh,
1,
Luna.
2, and 3.
Luna in the chat says, and MC Michael Cole went down.
Isn't that crazy?
Says, you're definitely not going to work if Nikita Lyons is at your house.
No, not a lot of work's getting done.
Devin says, I miss the Shield back team again. I hope Seth Rollins be on Bloodline with Roman Reigns.
Not happening. Although Sami Zayn wouldn't be on there either a year ago.
Says Michael Cole deserved it. Oh, gee whiz, rude.
He's still calling the match, though. Right afterwards, he was still calling it.
Right?
It's like, he's like, I'm just not as quick as you.
He couldn't get out of the way fast enough.
Wade Barrett could handle getting hit. Because he's got some bad news for Michael Cole.
So, who's going to get punished? Whose fault is it?
Braun's.
Sammy's fault. Distracting Jay.
Oh, you mean that? I thought you meant in real life.
You can't make it clearer.
Yeah, Roman's going to be pissed off.
But who's it
Oh,
gonna
God, what's
go
happening
at?
here? Max DePriest beating up his models? Who are you? He's back. LA Knight's back, guys.
I knew it was him all along, says Wade Barrett in his stupid voice.
Gunther.
Robbie's like, the acting's so bad. Chris says, LOL, I remember when Michael Cole did a segment being a perv to AJ Lee. LOL, that was such a Vince thing. Sophie says, yay, finally LA Knight is here. Chris says, LA Knight baby. Sophie says, who won that match? I missed it.
The New Day.
The New Day and Braun won it.
Xavier Woods pinned Jimmy Uso. And that happened.
It happened. They said.
Is it weird they started out with Roman and Logan? Like, how are they going to close this?
I have no idea.
With Liv and Ronda?
Robbie's like, LA Knight, why? Oh, why?
I mean, I guess he'll have a built-in feud. They need to get rid of that model stuff before they go to Saudi Arabia anyway, especially if they're going to have Mansoor wrestle there. I can't have him wrestle like that. He'd probably get hung. They'll cut your head off in the street. In Saudi Arabia?
If he wrestles like...
A gay? It's illegal there. Like, they hang... They take, like, a crane, and they tie their hands behind their back, and they lift them off the ground. And they...
Talking about Mansoor?
Yeah.
Okay.
Going to Saudi Arabia? Even though it's a maximum male model, it's the storyline. It's still not. It's super frowned upon.
Somebody says, so no more Max Dupree. That took a lot longer than I thought. Chris says, even Paul Heyman asked AJ Lee to marry him in front of CM Punk on a segment on Raw. Somebody says, Max Dupree was one of Vince's last ideas. Was it his?
I don't know.
Yeah, you should go cry about it. Why was the back of the cars broken and not the front where they were hitting? I don't like their picture. Yeah.
We've had 3 matches so far tonight.
Devin's like, what happened to the Fiend? Did you not watch WWE or something?
It's tomorrow, guys. Wait till tomorrow. You going to join us tomorrow? We're going to be here from, what, about 7:30 till 10?
Probably.
7:30 to 11?
Eastern time. Bobby's like, white noise. Chris says, now all we need is Fat Volta. Name again.
I don't know who that is.
Is that like some LA Knight thing?
No.
Is that a what?
I don't know what that
I
is.
don't understand any of this weirdness.
Kennedy! That was his first one. I like that one.
Oh, Walter. Volta.
Oh,
Volta.
Walter.
Okay. Walter Gunther.
Hey, look behind him,
Bobby
guys.
says, I don't
Look
even know who
behind
LA
the
Knight
announce
is.
team. Look behind the announce team.
He was a guy that was called Kennedy. He used to be in WWE, right? He used to be in WWE as a guy named Kennedy, like a long time ago, I guess.
Kennedy.
But
Then he went to Impact.
And then he came back as LA Knight in NXT.
Yep.
So that's all I know.
Next week, LA Knight versus Mansoor.
Hey, there's a bunny back there.
So I said. I told everybody to look.
Chris is like, Fat Walter is better than Gunther.
Yeah.
I still have no clue. Well, neither do I, Robbie. I didn't know him. I have no idea who he is. I'm just saying that that's his whatever. So LA Knight versus Mansoor is what they're going to have for next week on Fox. All right.
Gunther.
He has a plaid on him.
I know, I saw that. Like a little Scottish plaid.
Chris is like, no, in TNA, LA Knight was Eli Drake.
Eli Drake.
Oh, in TNA, not Impact. Okay. Well, there you go.
Impact is TNA.
Oh, there you go. I have no idea, so. Yeah, kill him. I mean, punch him.
Total non-stop action was.
Total non-stop action when you only put the action parts in it and put it in for like 3 seconds. Chris is like, Mr. Kennedy was called Mr. Anderson in TNA and would call his fans his assholes. Robbie says, what channel is AEW on?
TNT? TBS tonight, though, right?
Yeah, I think so. Anyways, that's the channel it supposedly is on in the States, TBS.
What is that?
This is like one of the longer Smackdowns we've had in a while.
It doesn't feel long to me.
That's good. I'm glad that you don't feel that it's long.
I mean, we're at the last half hour, and we got Sheamus going up against Walter.
Robbie says,
I forgot
the
this was
Karate
coming.
Kid is on.
Nice. I like that movie.
Okay.
Which one is it? Anyways, if it's not TBS, then it's TNT. It's the other one. It's just one of those sister networks. But I'm pretty sure it was TBS.
Well, which one's Rampage on? Because aren't they on opposite
TBS.
ones?
Yeah. Gunther. Already had it there. Damn. The Brawling Brutes. They're wrestling tomorrow night against this Emporium.
Those guys.
Old Emporium. I have never put the ring announcers as a thumbnail before, but I did because the rabbit was behind them.
Oh. Yeah, Chris says a dream match for me would be Gunther versus Minoru Suzuki in a steel cage match. That would be a hard-hitting, violent match.
A little bit. I mean, Sheamus can pound with anybody, though. He takes people to Pound Town.
Robbie's like, the Mega's on. I see no AEW. I can't help you, sir.
I'll go look real quick. Yeah, Rampage starts at 8 or 10 Eastern, And then after that will be...
So they didn't start it within the hour of SmackDown like they were going to.
They're going to... So Rampage on at its normal time, and then an hour later, you've got Battle of the Belts.
What the motherfuck?
So we could have had 4 hours wrestling time if you wanted to.
Yeah, fuck that shit.
But we could take an hour break and come back and do Battle of the Belts if you want.
I'm fucking not doing Rampage. Fuck that.
Yeah. I might do Battle of the Belts. I wouldn't mind. It's short.
That I would be alright with because it's part of the AEW stuff. But,
yeah.
But the Rampage AEW stuff, no, thank you. Vindicator says, alright guys, since I don't think Sheamus is winning something, I didn't catch all of it because he retracted his message.
Anyways, Vin, we are going to be back in an hour after this if you want to join us again. Because we're going to be here for Battle of the Belts now that it's an hour later. Look at that. Walter sent off his goons.
Goons.
Did Sheamus send off his goons?
His goons.
You just going to say goon?
Goons.
Goonies.
Nope. Goons.
The
Not
goons.
Goonies. Goons.
This is a title match, I believe.
Doesn't say it.
Gunther is my inspiration.
Robbie says a little D laughing, and Robbie says gone. D laughing up the wrestling here. But Nick like, okay, see you for the battle. Alright, then.
We will be here.
You're gonna hang out with us in an hour? Alright, sweet, my man.
A 1 hour sprint to the finish.
I'm gonna go find something to eat. Don't know what or where, but it's gonna be food.
So,
what?
She seems like a big lady.
Because of the
like Ricochet could fit
wearing?
Just in her pocket. But yeah, I mean, obviously that makes her look big. But she's got like hips too. And Ricochet was with that Katsinadas girl, whatever her name was, and she was a stick. Maybe he's like, nah, I need something to hold on to at night. It's all about the base.
Okay, yeah, they finally put it up there for the IC title. This
is a championship match. They got the worst referee in the sport doing it. So watch out for botches by the referees.
Hey. WWE Hall of Famers and crap.
And there's the bell. All right, these two are just going to pound each other. You know, the thing is that Walter is very physical. But Sheamus that's what he does. So this could get fun. Every time I think I want to watch these two, they kind of screw it up. But I just don't think they're going to screw this one up. I think this one's going to be pretty exciting to watch. Still 20 minutes left.
Robbie's ideal. I have come to the conclusion you're choosy when it comes to food.
Yes.
Whatever gave you that clue?
I mean, like, you know how some people just like milk? She has a certain milk. Some people like cottage cheese. She has a certain brand of cottage cheese. Some people like ice cream. She has a certain brand and flavor of ice cream.
And it depends on the flavor, which one I get and what brand I get.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's not like like people say, "Hey, do you have any ketchup?" It has to be a certain brand of ketchup.
I'll eat other ketchup. It's just not my favorite.
Well, I'm just saying. I'm not making fun of you. I'm just saying that it goes beyond just like a certain food. Who manufactures that food, also.
Can't help it. Chris is like, if I was training to be a wrestler, I would want to be trained by Gunther or Chad Gable.
Yeah, I think Drew Gulak. I mean, he trained me on the game.
True, he did.
And so...
He trained me on the game.
Yeah, and he knows what he's doing. They literally have him there to train, so...
Robbie's like, I get it all the time. Robbie is of Indian heritage. He must know about curry. I really wouldn't expect that you would know about curry, but I guess I would think you would know about, like, some major Indian cuisines. But it would be ones that you grew up eating and knowing. Just because you're Indian, but you're not from, like, actual India. So it's kind of hard because that means that your cuisine is influenced differently than somebody who was from her family was from actual India. So that's how I look at it.
Or grew up in India.
And I'm imagining that you probably have certain things that you're very well into, because that might be foods that you grew up having, and maybe they are a certain type of curry. But that's why I was asking you about it, because I was thinking about trying some Indian cuisine, because we do have a couple places in town, and I was thinking about doing it for dinner tomorrow night before our pay-per-view. And I was like, well, what would you suggest? Here's a menu of the place that we actually have, and and all that stuff and everything. But I
was going to tell you I wanted the fattiest steak that we could find. I just want steak.
Yeah.
But anyway,
we could do that too.
But you can do curry.
They're just not open on Sunday is all.
Oh, more rabbit stuff.
And the only reason why is because you've talked about eating curry and stuff when you go out. So that was the only reason why I was asking for recommendations, by the way. Not because I was sitting here stereotypically, you should know all about it. On my end, anyways.
So here's that commercial again, guys.
Bobby says chickpea and potato curry is still the one. I can see how that would be good.
I don't know what curry is. Spicy chicken?
No.
Okay. I have no clue.
There's tomorrow night.
It's the same thing.
Feed your head.
Feed your head.
Yeah. So curry isn't really spicy. And it depends on what culture you're getting the curry from. It can be spicy or mild. It can be yellow or red. And it's like a seasoning. I don't know how to explain it. It's like a gravy. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So it's like a gravy. And you
Off
use
the
a
top
powder
rope, Sheamus.
to make this gravy, and they just call it curry. So it's basically like stuff in a gravy.
Yeah. Sheamus picks him up around, drives him down.
That makes sense. That you can relate with, I guess. Anyways,
Sheamus is just so popular right now.
He is.
They're almost going to have to push him out of title.
Yeah. Robbie says the curry and Moriarty's is similar to Indian curry and is practically the same. Yeah, turmeric is what makes the curry yellow. Yeah. Vindicator says, wabbits. That is all. Bye. Bye, Ben.
He's hunting wabbits.
Wabbits.
Should we dress as Elmer Fudd tomorrow night?
A rabbit.
I've got that moped in the back. All I have to do is take the radiator off, and we could take it into that Bruce over there at that Radio City or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Have him fix it. It'll only take him a day or something.
Right.
And then we could get orange and blue tuxes and be Lloyd and...
Oh, like I showed you those kids?
I thought that shit was great.
I was like, that's pretty funny.
I was like, what am I watching? This is dumb, this is dumb, this is dumb. Oh, that's dumb. I'm like, what is this?
It was short, so I was like, oh, it
pull
won't
it
take
up.
it that long. I was like...
Well, you'd sent me a couple other videos after, and I thought it had something to do with what you had texted me, so I was waiting for it to be something with that, and I was like, this doesn't have anything to do with that.
No. I texted with one. I thought.
Old Walter in there. Gunther. He's bloody and sweating. He's got to feel 1,000 times better about himself and just how he moves.
He probably feels way better.
His feet and his knees will thank him for the rest of his life. His hips.
Right. So, Robbie, if turmeric makes the curry yellow, what makes it red? Robbie says, do the Good Brothers still wrestle? I don't know. We don't watch Impact.
I don't watch any of the Impact stuff or New Japan, so I don't know where they are or if they are still wrestling or what's going on with them.
Rawr.
Big forearm right there by Sheamus.
Chris says the Good Bros are in Impact, but contracts are coming up. Okay.
I'm sure they'll end up.
Well, there you go, Robbie. There's your answer.
Can you imagine if Triple H brings them back? Remember how they left?
Yeah.
That was that big thing with Paul Heyman, and he lied to get him fired.
Yeah.
And AJ tried to fight him, and like it was all that
huge
drama,
thing.
and they had to separate them.
Yep.
And now they bring him back. Triple H be like, Paul, shut your mouth. Well, they need out of here. They make too much money.
That person has a card up in the back that says
still
they still cable.
Oh, is that what
I still cable.
I was wondering what it said. I saw the I steal, but...
I still cable.
Thief.
Stop putting that in front of everybody.
Look at these two just chopping each other.
Chop, 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 punch. He's chopping him, but he's elbowing him.
Right.
It's different.
Oh, Sheamus down on his shoulder.
Rump, rump.
Who's going to be your Intercontinental Champion?
This war continues after this other break that we have to have.
12 minutes. 12 minutes.
4 minutes. 4 minutes.
Well, they didn't do anything with Liv or Ronda. So it would be weird. I guess they could still shut the show down with them. There's still plenty of time for this to end.
Do a little weird talk. Robbie says, so I can get a quick nap before 4 a.m.? You sure can.
Holy shit,
If
Robbie.
you don't want to watch Rampage, if you want to watch AEW Rampage on your own, then you'll have to stay up. But if you don't care, then take a nap for an hour and then come back if you really need to.
I don't even know
but
how
you
that's
don't really
possible.
have to, Robbie, unless you want to.
I honestly don't think I could do that.
I bet you could have, like, 15 years ago or more.
Stay up till 3 and then take an hour nap till 4 in the morning? I don't know. Even 15 years ago. I mean, I would watch the U.S. Open in Australia, or I mean the Australian Open in January. So I would stay up late and stuff, but it's tough.
But in all reality, you're better off going to bed really early and then just waking up and watching it.
Yes. But it started at 1.
That's okay. You just go to bed at like 7 or 8.
Yeah.
Then you're up for however many hours that it's on for, 5 hours.
And then just go back to sleep.
And then go to take a nap and then just have your regular day. Robbie says, wave your hands in the air like you just don't care.
We the ones.
Chris says, I feel like I have to wake up at 8 for work but get off before Extreme Rules.
Good.
Well, that's kind of nice.
We'll see you in here. I'm looking forward to it. Ah. How much can you save by bundling with Geico?
How much?
$2.
Cool.
Probably not. I don't know how much Geico costs. I've always been with the most expensive insurance companies.
They all are expensive.
I had a malfunction when I was posting on TikTok.
You malfunctioned?
Yeah, I turned off like people could chat comments.
Oh, why would you do that?
I didn't turn it. It just did it. And
Oh.
So I've been going back today and going back over it because I always had like, a whole bunch of likes on each one and a whole bunch of people viewing it and stuff, but never had anybody comment. And I was like, that's dumb. And I was like, oh, I have comments. X.
Oh, yeah, when you post it, you have to make sure all those are on.
Yeah.
Because sometimes it'll just turn them off.
Yeah.
Chris is like, progressive, $158. A month?
Ouch.
Or every 6 months? If you're paying that a month, how many cars do you have and how new are they?
My truck and my mom's car is $98.
Well, and then your mom got into that accident.
Well, that's why it
and
went
then
up.
she turned
It
in.
was $80, and now it's $20 more.
Yeah, because she's stupid. Fucking dumb. Stupid shit like that bothers me. That is not what insurance is for. It is not for that.
It's called just in case.
Bobby says, how credible is the women's title on SmackDown to Raw?
It's
SmackDown's
not.
is not credible at all. Like,
There's
it's
no
garbage.
credibility in it.
Like, the minute they put it on Liv, they just put it as a mid-card title of garbage. It means nothing. At least Bianca has tried to make the Raw one worth something.
I feel like
I
they're going to keep the title on her though. But if I look at the championship matches, I'm like, well, there's no titles changing because there's only the 2.
Yep. Chris says month 1 car. That's it? 1 month and that's for a car? Is it a brand new
Do you have
car?
SR22?
Do you have, like, bad stuff? Did you do bad things, Chris?
Do you have a speeding ticket?
Tickets and DUIs. I feel like that's excessive.
Are you Jimmy Uso?
You're in Texas. I don't know how there is. Chris says no for an F-150. Oh, for a truck. That's still excessive. Rafi says, oh, Bianca, let me keep a bucket next to me when she's on. Well, she's going to be on tomorrow if you watch it, but I have a feeling that either you'll be out with friends or just coming in and going to bed. What's going on out there, guys? Yeah, from the second rope. Now the third rope. Oh, they let him have 30 of them on 10 on each rope. They're like, yay, you killed the German.
Kill the Germans.
Look at his...
Oh, yeah, he gets bloody.
I
And
know,
he's wrestling
this
tomorrow,
Finn's
so we're going to
just
see how
weird.
it works out for him tomorrow. Like, Drew McIntyre got whooped tonight. And he's
Right?
got to be in that strap match tomorrow. I think it's just going to hurt.
Right?
There's the white noise off the second rope. 1, 2, and new intercut. No!
Ricktonista
Hey, Merton.
is in the chat. Hey, is it Mr. Icontonista? I don't know.
Careful. Because
MR?
it's something
Hey,
weird.
MR, how's it going? Says, well, hello.
Hello.
Hello. We're just watching the end of the SmackDown tonight.
Right now it's the Intercontinental Championship.
Is on. Gunter versus Sheamus. A
Oh,
rematch.
Sheamus.
Robbie says, Dee, would you ever jump off the top rope? No, I'd hurt myself.
I mean, I'd probably pull a Sid Vicious.
Maybe when I was younger.
My foot would land this way, my body would go that way,
Oh.
bones would come out.
All I can think about is how bad my feet would hurt. You know that tingling
The
that
sting,
you get your
yeah.
the sting? Blech.
Here it comes. It's over.
Oh,
Done. That's
yeah.
it.
Did it?
1, 2, and 3. No! Sheamus kicked out!
Everybody's so excited about it. I just thought that was like that. Very gross.
It's our longest match of the night so far. We're over 15 minutes. Oh, like a neck breaker.
Neck your breakers. Break your neck.
Why is Gunther going up top?
Gunther.
Can't say it all fancy. It's just Gunther. Oh! Splash! 5-star frog.
Was he on his back for it though?
What? Because he's hurt his back. Sheamus hurt his back.
Bobby says, D, you could try Twisted Bliss from the top rope. Yeah, break
Yeah.
my back. That'd be great. Probably have like my insides bleed. That'd be fantastic.
Internal bleeding.
You know I'm old, right?
The floor is bouncy.
And I'm not
But
very
it is
coordinated
hardwood.
Sometimes I would probably trip.
They're like 2x6 boards across under a mat.
I would be that guy that made his debut
Yeah. I can't remember
and
his
fell
name.
off the top rope on AEW. And he
Rydell.
was supposed to be
Matt,
so like,
Rydell.
wait.
Matt Rydell, I think.
Yeah, something like that, whatever his name is.
It's close to that. Seidel.
That's what would happen to
Yeah.
me.
Call the Seidel.
And then it would be a laughing stock from then on.
Uh-oh.
Chris says
Irish
that no one
curse.
ever kicked out of Walter's splash. Yeah, it's shamey though.
Oh,
I'd say
he's
22
joking.
is not old.
Look at
Try-
this.
try
Texas
kicking
Cloverleaf is Walter gonna tap? He's
Does
so
he have
close to the
The
wrap.
rope's right there.
He did.
Oh.
What the fuck?
Why would the referee wave it off?
He tapped. Bullshit. He tapped 3 times.
He tapped twice. He
Well,
clapped.
whatever.
It just did twice.
Yeah. Now there's all sorts of interference.
they coming
Emporium's
down?
coming down.
Oh, to give him some
The
rallying.
brawling brutes are coming down.
They gotta rally him up. Give him the old rally, guys. Give him the rally.
We got 2 minutes left. They're gonna have a shillelagh match tomorrow night, by the way. Basically, they're gonna be it's called a Donnybrook match, so there's gonna be a stick.
Sticks all involved. It's crazy.
People are gonna get beat up.
Chris is like.
Walter's gonna end this right here, guys.
Walter Tap.
Oh shit!
Robbie's like, ref is a botch. No, she was paying attention. She watched his hand. She decided that that's not what happened. Oh my god. They're like, here, let me kick you in the balls and other stuff.
Here it comes.
Walter's like, what's going on? He's like, watching. Aha!
Big clothesline. Oh, with a shillelagh!
He shillelagh'd him.
That's it. Sheamus is dead. He looks like Christ on a cross. He's just like... and that's it. 18-20. What a cheater.
Oh, man. He cheated.
The Germans are cheaters.
They all cheated. Cheaters.
18-20.
What the hell? So, I mean, in all reality, like, what was that? If that wasn't a tap, then what was it?
Bullshit is what it was. That was a tap. It makes no sense. You can't have him tap, and then she goes, nah, it wasn't a tap.
So he's like, that was an awesome match, screwy finish. Chris is like, Austria. Robbie's like, Ray Charles saw that tap.
Put another shrimp on the barbie!
But was it a tap? I mean, what do you consider a tap? I don't know if I consider that a tap, because all the other taps I see are like this. So how is this?
Okay, you're just arguing
tap?
to argue. It's fine.
But you do it. You say that stuff all the time.
That's a tap. When it's a blatant, that's a tap. It's different if they're like trying to like get energy and they're doing something.
Maybe that's what he was trying to do. Maybe he's trying to just.
But he literally tapped like he went. There's a difference.
I know you wanted Sheamus to win. So he's like, they said
It has
third
nothing
match
to do
between
with
both
that.
of them. Luna says, well, I'm gone. Gothlish is like, see you all tomorrow, everyone. All right. We are going to leave. But if you guys are Rampage fans, it's on now.
Yeah.
Sorry, we thought it was going to be on during SmackDown. No.
We will be back for Battle of the Belts.
After Rampage to do the Battle of the Belts, which starts at 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I feel bad for you people. Anyways, but we'll be back to do that hour. So, in an hour, we'll see you guys again, and then we'll be back tomorrow for the pay-per-view for WWE.
We the ones.
Okay, we'll see you for AEW Battle of the Belts here in about an hour. Okay.
Thanks for watching Wrestling Gab. Bye-bye.
Bye.